Welcome to Open Mic with Groove Kitty. Our aim is to have authentic, engaging conversations with interesting people. This podcast is for you, so please share, like, follow, and subscribe. When you do, it increases our exposure on each platform, which in turn helps to promote our guests. Remember, a rising tide lifts all boats. Now, without further ado, on to our show.
Somewhere on the water floats a time that you have spent. Memories left in pieces. I guess it's better to forget. Somewhere far away is a way to get back home. A way to return from where we started. Walking in the distance, that is where I am. Searching to find a life that could be mine. The corners are closing in, the light is turning down. In my heart and soul are lifted, though my mind is filled with doubt. The time has come to let go and begin. Start all over, just to wait the end. I'm growing tired of following the plan. Feeling tired all over again. An angel comes to me and says, "You better lay and rest your head. Run away till eternity lies ahead." Now I have left my body in the ground that I have walked. Now I'm floating in eternity. All my feelings have been lost. The time has come to let go and begin. Start all over, just to wait the end. I'm growing tired of following the plan. Feeling tired all over again. And I'm losing my way, the way I've always followed. I'm falling astray, I'm bound in tomorrow. The sin is believing, I'll never open my eyes. I have no home, place to borrow, yet I will survive. Just to wait the end. I'm growing tired of following the plan. Feeling tired all over again. Feeling tired all over again. And I am feeling tired all over again.
We have a singer in Groove Kitty she's just really good and makes everybody around her sing better. And normally I'm just a yeller, but she's not accepting that.
Is that Emily or Kristen?
Emily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Emily, she's man. I tell her she's got a voice like glazed bacon. It's sweet, salty, and sizzling. Man, that girl.
It's kind of like her personality, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she can sing.
Oh. Heck yeah.
Yeah, let's get relaxed.
Yeah, chill out, guys. Relax. You're just in my living room, basically.
It's like need me.
Sorry.
Wow. Rude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no rules here. Whatever you guys want to talk about, you want to ask questions, you go. Or just just chill out and have a good time. I mean, you guys are chill anyway. I mean, it's kind of your
Yeah.
got that vibe.
I see this guy before the shows. He is anything but chill.
Oh yeah.
Tell me
I'm
more.
always nervous about setting up and arriving to the show, making sure I introduce myself to everybody.
Yeah.
Getting things set up, that's nervous. Playing is a breeze. I can do that all day. any
So
day.
you're like one of those that in your head you're going through everything
Oh,
100
yeah.
times, all the
Oh, yeah.
equipment, backups to backups to backups to backups, no
Exactly.
cables on the stage, like all the stuff, right?
They know
He's
I'm big on
very
that.
organized.
And then you're there like a couple hours early, the whole make sure
I
everything.
make them get there way too early sometimes.
What time
Wait.
how early do you usually get to a show?
Typically 2 hours early, but
Yeah.
sometimes 3 if it's like a private event or like big outdoor party or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. We're similar. I try to go to. It takes us. We gotten really good at setup
Oh,
and breakdown.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Breakdown now is like half an hour. We're broken down out the door, which is
Oh yeah.
nuts. But it takes us like maybe 45 minutes to set up. But I'm the same thing, 2 hours. Because you know what? When you don't, that's when something's not working.
Oh yeah.
Or you forgot something.
You have to troubleshoot a lot.
Yeah. Or like your bass player forgets his shoes.
Yeah.
Or a
Not
bass
that-
player forgets his guitar.
Not that
That did
that's
happen
ever
one time.
happened. To, well,
He never has
yeah.
a tuner and has to use my tuner every show. He walks over before every show.
I
"Let me
have
use
a
that for a
tuner.
bit."
I just don't feel like bringing it.
Yeah, for me, it's peace of mind, right? Because I'd rather be like know everything is set. I don't want to be rushing into starting. I want to like
Yeah.
have everything done. I can chill out now, sit down, have a beer, whatever, and just sort of get in the headspace for doing.
Yeah,
a
you
show
got to
or-
get
sure.
in the zone
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Everyone prepares different, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, what are the rest of you guys? You like more jump in and go. You know what we should do before we can get talking too much. You guys, I know y'all, but just for everybody else, you should sort of quickly run through who you are, what you do. Except for the drummers, we don't care about that. But the rest of you guys, like, you should, yeah.
I thought it was usually the bass player. Nobody cares.
That's second in line.
All right.
But there are
Bass in the
two
band.
bass players in the room right now, so I got to be a little bit respectful.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little bit.
Got
Just
you.
a little bit.
Oh, man. Who wants to go first?
You can go first.
I'll go first. I'm Joseph, the drummer for Old Soul.
I'm Ryan. I played the bass. Slap the bass.
I'm Tristan. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Tony Josephat, and I sing and play tambourine. Used
They
to
do
play
let me sing
keyboards, but I got
sometimes.
rid of those.
I know, yeah. Ryan sings, and Ryan does his own solo thing, too. So,
Yeah.
Dude,
he's got skills.
Ryan does all kinds of
I got the
stuff.
Skittles.
He's all over the place.
He used to have like another project too called Cosmic Warp Drive. They were really good.
Oh,
really
yeah?
good band.
Punk
but it's been a while.
project.
Pop punk,
It's been a while.
grunge.
What happened to those guys?
This guy.
I booked us way too much.
Yeah.
Old
Soul
soul edged
took
them
over.
right out. Well, that's the thing too, and I want to get into that. What I respect about you guys the most. You got what's about 4 years now you've been together.
4
Yeah.
years.
4 years.
Actually.
Hardest working band in Charleston, self-proclaimed, but I agree with that.
Thanks, man.
A lot of people, like in my life experience, there are two types of people. There are people that let life happen to them, and there are people that make life happen. Right? You guys make life happen. Like you work hard. And I remember in your I've been following you since day one. I remember you guys were right in the beginning. We even played like a show together really early on at Carolina
Yep,
Fair.
Hutchison Square.
That's
You
right,
guys
the
played
fair,
right
right?
after us.
Yeah, and so it was like,
In the ferry.
and from that point, I could see like you guys weren't saying no to anything. You would play anywhere, anytime, right?
is
Just
true.
fucking play, and you weren't afraid to work hard, right? And now you're seeing the fruits of those labors as the years go on. Watching you guys kind of ascend and watching the places you're playing and the stuff you're doing and the music you're writing. And I think that's a real lesson to a lot of people because you hear a lot of people out there, you know, where do I go to get good gigs? Can someone give me some contacts here? Everyone's looking for someone to give them the path. You guys just kick the door down and go.
I don't really even know how we do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
We just do it.
But it's the
We're
attitude.
motivated.
It's the attitude, right? There's no no one gave you, there's no instruction manual.
Yeah, that's very true.
You just
right?
It's all
figure it out
figured
as
out
you go.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah. So, like before you started this, what you all doing, and sort of let me dig into a little bit of your backgrounds and maybe what put you in that place to be so driven.
Uh, I was a solo acoustic like country artist. I was doing outlaw country and almost strictly country. A few like rock songs sprinkled in, and I had another band we started, and then it broke off. And then I ran into, well, there's a long story we'll probably get to during this interview of how we all met and everything.
Yeah.
But I met Tony first actually, and we hit it off really well. And
Did you?
Clearly.
In the beginning?
Clearly.
Yeah. Actually, no, we didn't hit it off so great.
He
in the
had a
beginning.
girlfriend then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
She doesn't matter.
But it was we met the day after I left my ex-girlfriend and quit my job at a gas station and was like, I'm going to do music full time. I had one gig that was a weekly gig, and I was like, I'm going to turn it into more, and this is what I'm going to do. If I don't put all of my focus and attention into music, then I'm not going to get anywhere.
Right.
So that's how
And
I
now
got
you're
my-
here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, and there's something to be said for that. You know, a lot of so I've worked for somebody else for 6 months out of my life. I've always worked for myself, and in that sort of world, there's a mindset that you have Plan A and you have Plan A. You don't have a Plan B. Do not have
That
a
is
Plan
true.
B, because that motivates you to make Plan A work. And to your point, you quit with one solo gig. You ain't going to pay your rent and eat on that.
Yeah,
But
I know.
all of a sudden, that's a big motivating factor I got to do something
For
here.
sure.
Whereas if you kind of one toe in, one toe out, you know, it's really comfortable, and all right, I'll slowly build this thing. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit more about that when you went into that space, what it was like.
Well, I had a good friend, actually, one of the past drummers in our band, Josh Jarman. He does like a lot of acoustic shows around town and open mics, and he like really gave me a lot of instruction on how to gig, how to get gigs, how to run your own audio equipment, and really learn how to use the gear we're using at shows. And also pushed me to be like, hey, make friends with your production crew. Don't worry about the other bands, because it's the production crew. Like, nothing against other bands. We always love hanging out with bands, but those are the people you need to talk to that you're going to get more connections out of, and also make a good relationship. And now some of them are like our closest friends, like Mike Cashwell with Stucky Sound, one of my best friends.
Yeah.
That is in production, and he comes over and will just like troubleshoot all my issues with me and get it hashed out. And also meeting more people that know about touring and stuff. That's what we're trying to do. 'Cause
Yeah.
we need to learn what they're doing so we can make it work for us to do the same thing. But booking a tour has been the most difficult part. We
Yeah.
had somebody that was going to set us up one, but then it just kind of fell through. And now we want to do our own, but we don't have the connections we need just yet.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. We're like this close. to
We
being
also
ready
need
to
a tour bus
That's true. That's true.
because I can't be in a little tiny van with a bunch of dudes.
That doesn't work well.
Doesn't work for
that
me.
doesn't end well. So when you start off on your own like this, you know, what point did you sort of start thinking, all right, I want to put a band together, or get a band going, or join a band, or sort of walk me through that?
Really, Old Soul started, we just kind of jammed one day. And I was like, I'm going to book us a show. It was at Ryan's house, actually.
Yeah. And how'd you meet before that?
Ryan and I met each other a few times at open mics, and
Yeah.
I met Tony because I booked him for a solo acoustic festival, and then he showed up as a duo, and I was like, oh, yeah, I got
Yeah, me and Ryan had a duo, an
Gotcha.
acoustic duo before we
Yeah.
met Tristan,
Gotcha.
and that's how we met Tristan because we played for his little festival.
Ah, okay.
And Joseph, actually, we met Joseph at Hutchison Square. We were playing one day, and there's a video on our YouTube where we're just like jamming, and Josh is drumming, and you see this guy standing on the edge of the stage, like the whole performance. And then after that performance, we went and talked to that guy, and it ended up being Joseph. And then a month later or so, he sent me a video covering one of our songs on the drums, and I was like, and this dude's not gigging? Like, we've got to get him into
Yeah.
the scene.
Yeah, we scooped him up.
It
Quick.
worked out perfect because our drummer was ready to do his own thing, and we knew like his solo stuff is that's his career right there.
Got it.
Not drumming behind another project where he doesn't get to show what he does.
Yeah, yeah.
And not saying that you don't get to show what you do, because obviously you're badass with us, dude. You are awesome.
Thank you.
So when you get this thing together and you guys start performing as Old Soul, did you start off with sort of, I have these goals that I want to reach over a certain amount of time, or is it just like, let's just go forward and go as fast as we can go and see what we can come up with?
Yeah, I'd say we made the goals after the band started. Like, I mean, they're still gradually being made. We're making goals all the time.
Yeah.
Like right now is having an IAM rig ready so we can hit the road and go tour and just plug in and go at every show, not have to worry about a bunch of extra stuff. But we kind of just started just to have fun.
Yeah.
And we were like, we didn't care about the money at first. It was real low in pay, and that's changed a lot too. Like getting what you're worth is actually a big thing. And recently we are finally getting up to that point.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of time too, and earning the venue's trust. Like, are you going to pull enough for us to support paying you that?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big. I don't want to say debate point. It's a big conversation point, right? Because you have the venue saying, well, it's an ROI thing, right? If I pay you X, I got to make X plus. If I don't, then what's the point, right? But then you have the bands on the other side saying, we're worth a lot more. We're doing all this work. And you got to see both sides of that. I think it's really
Yeah, for
important to
sure.
see that. And I know personally, you probably hear the same thing. You hear about a lot of musicians complain, right? You got to pay me
From
more.
both sides, yes.
And I think,
constantly.
okay, I get that. You got to pay me more. But if I'm the venue, I'm also saying, well, what are you bringing for me, right? And then both sides have to equally help with the promotion part of it, which sometimes you get, it gets one-sided one way or one-sided the other way. So it's a complicated little dance, I think. And
I
tough
wonder why no
balance.
one, other than Henry's, of course, but no one really charges admission, because that's where bands make their money, right at the door, oftentimes. But it just seems like in Charleston, with the tourist kind of crowd, the tourist mentality, they drop in, right? You drop in as soon as you take a break, they go. They might come back, and so yeah, it's I
yeah,
don't-
some of the downtown places do covers, and of course Windjammer does covers, but I mean not cover bands, but charges a cover to get in.
yeah.
And I think it just becomes a matter of, for some of these places, I get it if you're a venue, you don't want to push people away.
Right.
I mean, I think Mustache does a cover like after sometimes.
Yeah, they used to say it was free, but the last time we were there, our friends were like, "Hey, they're charging a cover at the door. Y'all posted it was free." And I was like,
I
"Well,
know, yeah.
I didn't know anything about that."
The same thing. I think we've had. I think it's after a certain time they start.
Probably,
I think
yeah.
if you get in there early enough, but I think after like 10 or something, they start hitting you with a
Yeah,
cover.
it's actually like that. Yeah, we play a spot called Groovers downtown.
Yeah,
It's very similar.
yeah.
If they come at like 7 o'clock, you're cool to stay for the show that starts at 10. But if
Right.
you get there at 8:30, you're gonna have to pay for
They're
it.
going to hit you with the cover. Yeah. So I think it's just a matter of if they can get it, they get it. But yeah, I mean that becomes the challenge for the venue, because if they're not pulling a cover, they got to sell that much
Yeah.
in booze
Yeah.
to cover you, and that's a lot of booze and a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's sort of a never-ending challenge for sure.
Can I tell you a funny story?
Of course.
That's why we're
Tristan,
here.
Tristan actually booked Old Soul, our first show, like before we even had a set list. We just had like a bunch of songs that were like, we can pull it together real quick. And he also named the band before we even talked about it, because he had to book the show and they needed a name.
Yeah.
And they were like, what are you called? And he's like, Old Soul. And then we loved it. We were like,
Actually,
That's
no,
perfect.
no. We wanted to change it for like a hot month or two, and then we were like, "Well,
I
it's
didn't
too
wanna
late
change
now.
it. I loved it.
Oh, well, I did, but now I like it. Now I like it. But at the time, I
This
was
is
like,
news to me.
"This sounds too gimmicky." But we kind of worked with it. A lot of people
it's
get
perfect
confused
for
though.
us, though.
They don't think they're like, "Oh, they play old soul music," and we're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
Oh.
they think
we're
that,
rock
but
band."
he's really the old soul because he like loves classic, like 60s, 70s. Like that's his like
Oh, that's old.
favorites. That's old. That's old to most
was like, that
people
was
these days,
yesterday
right?
for me.
Even my 90s class, like they're classics now, my 90s music. And I'm
This
like,
is what I
how
was
is this
introduced
possible?
to. The classics,
exactly.
the 50s lineup.
Good stuff.
50s.
All right, so continue with your story.
Oh yeah, we booked that show. That was at Bourbon Creek out in the country. And like I don't think there was that many people, but we pulled a whole 3-hour show together somehow and made it work.
7 people.
Yeah, we've all done that.
We made it work. But then from there on, we've been booked every weekend for the past 4 years. Like I haven't had a vacation
Yeah.
ever in the last 4 years. I'm like, when do we get just a week off so I can go to like on a cruise or something? Like, let's do this.
When we're stadium touring.
Uh-oh, there you go.
There we go.
We
I
get
need
booked-
that tour bus.
Get booked on a cruise ship and you can do that.
That's true. That's true. I actually thought
That's
about
true.
that for a hot minute. I was like, I could sing on a cruise
That's a
ship.
tough way to make money, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you get abused on those. And
Yeah.
I've known people that have done that. And it's just like
The contract.
It
is
would be
insane.
hard.
Oh, it's nuts. 3 shows a day, and you get sleeping in the bowels of the ship and these tiny little. Oh, it's rough.
True.
It's rough. I mean, I suppose it's a good way to go out there and sort of, get
Yeah.
cut, sharpen the knife a little bit and just go out there and go for it and play 10 hours a day. But
Good practice for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For
But
when you do your thing afterwards.
yeah, exactly. I don't think you'd want to make a life of that. It'd get pretty stale. pretty
Probably
fast.
not. One time we actually had to play a private party for 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
8.
We didn't have to. They just
Straight.
kept paying us more money.
Yeah, they were like, "We'll pay you more money if you keep
Shut
going." We're
up.
like, "Okay," and we went 8 hours.
You repeated a couple.
I mean, we did take naps in the middle. Just
We ate a
switched
little
out. We're gonna
food.
like do some duo stuff here.
Yeah,
Wow. Where
we
was
made
that?
it work. It was in somebody's backyard, private party that they
One of my
hired us
buddies
for.
from work.
Yeah.
Patrick.
I hope they paid you good for that, man. Wow.
They did, I think. It was a lot, actually.
Actually,
Only had
it's
the cops there
typical.
like 3 times.
It's typical pay now. We're like, I can't
Well,
believe we did.
well, we got to start somewhere.
So that's how did you go when you go about you talk about raising the pay, right? Raising the bar. How did you go about that? You talk to the different venues and just say, hey, this is what we're. I mean, part of this is we like to sort of give people some ideas of how other bands have gone through the process. So share that a little bit. You know.
We really started taking into consideration travel for like gigs that were an hour or more away. We'd always make that clear with them. Hey, we're traveling extra, and especially gigs where we have to get there early and be like completely quiet for an hour before we start. But I think the biggest thing that pushed us to raise the price was that we started seeing the numbers at the end of the night from the bar, and we were like, y'all are making 4 or 5 times as much as you're making on a night when any other band plays here. And I was like, well, we need to incorporate that with us too somehow, because a lot of people, like every show now, we get there and there's like 3 people with an Old Soul shirt, and random people walking by, they're like, oh, we love you guys. And I'm like, I don't even know who these people are. This is
We've
crazy.
actually like been called out in Myrtle Beach. We've been at like shows like Seven Dust and a couple
yeah.
other shows, and random people walk up there, be like, "You're an Old Soul," and I'm like, "How do you know
Yeah,
me?"
it is kind of weird.
It's so cool. We love that. We
Yeah,
love
see
when
At the
people
grocery
walk
store, they're like, whoa, you eat too?
up. You shop in the grocery store.
I had a guy pull a car over one time. I was out walking, and he pulled over, and I thought the guy wanted directions or something. His window's down. He's like, "Hey," I was like, "Yeah, you're that guy from Groove Kitty, aren't you?" And I was a little freaked out. I was like, "All right, is this guy gonna like shoot me or like kidnap? What does this
Like,
guy
why?
want?" He just wanted to chat for a while, so I checked. But it's weird when like in random
Yeah.
like life situations. One thing when you're at a show or something.
Yeah.
but
It's
you're
so
at a venue
strange
or-
when you're just like, because I have no makeup on, nothing. I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you even recognize me? What?
Well, you guys are a pretty recognizable band. I mean,
It's his hair too. It's
Yeah,
it's the hair.
Well, I've
it's
been
a
putting
lot
it
of
up
things.
now.
I mean, there's a lot to be. And I don't want to minimize that because part of, I think, to me anyway, you guys have seen us play before, so you'll get this. It's not just the music. It's you're entertaining people, right?
Yes.
So the look is the energy, all that, and you guys have such great energy on stage, and you do have an old soul energy. You know, that's like you. I can almost feel like the old stadium shows, and you want to see like the fog machines going, and there's a lot of that vibe that you guys give off as a unit. And I mean, is that sort of just organic happen with you guys? Did you ever think about that stuff, or?
I think it's organic because we all like are best friends and we love each other on and off the stage.
Yeah.
So it makes it that much better on stage, I think.
That really shows. It's important, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And he loves the fog. He fogs
Oh,
me
yeah.
out.
It's
every
in my control. It's
show.
under my pedal
I'm just
board. I
like
have the
choking
button
on
right
fog.
Stuff is
the whole
nasty, isn't it? It's just like, oh.
Thank God I have the fan that blows my hair because that blows the fog out of my face. I'm like, thank you, I can breathe.
You know what's worse than the fog, though?
What?
Bubbles.
Oh my God. I don't know how you do it.
I have a fan
It would
there all
bother
the
me.
time, and it comes right back at me, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it gets
In
in,
the
your
face.
eye,
I was
and
about to ask
yeah,
that.
and like stinging your eye, and then it gets in the back of your throat, and you're trying to like hit a note, going, "Oh, this is not going to be good."
That's the worst. Or when you're singing outside and a bug tries to fly into
Oh,
your
yeah,
mouth
yeah,
while
yeah,
you're singing, you're like, great.
On Dog Green.
Love that.
I had like 5 living bugs come out
Moths.
of my hair
Moths.
when I showered that night.
Yeah, they were in his afro. It was there.
Taking up residence.
They were living there.
I was like, are you kidding me? It's just the lights. They always go after the lights outside.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
if you
we
play
we were
outside
just
shows.
there
I saw that.
the other week, and I expected to get carried away, but it wasn't bad. The bugs.
Yeah, it was funny that they weren't that bad that
No.
night. I mean, I coated myself in toxic shit, probably.
Yeah,
That's
you
why,
have
'cause I was
to.
like, this is going to be, the bugs out here are so bad.
Oh my God.
And it's the worst thing when you're like, I don't know about you guys, but if I have like something like biting the back of mine, it distracts the hell.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else could be happening. Things
It-
can be blowing up in front of me, but if there's stuff like getting bit by bugs, it's
I
like,
can't
oh.
stand it.
Worst
And
part is like whenever you're playing the guitar and you can't stop and you're getting bit up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
You
feel for
can't-
y'all.
Exactly. That's exactly the problem.
I've been covered in poison ivy from weed eating for like a week now. And so every show when I start to sweat, it like really makes it itch, and it's just like killing me. Like I want to like scrape my neck the whole time. It's because I made the mistake of wearing this probably outfit just like this and weed eating. I should have had my arms covered, and it
There you
got
go.
all over me.
Leg
Yard work's a
problems.
killer, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
And we live in a cabin out in the woods, and there's endless yard work to do.
Oh yeah.
It's
He
just, like,
loves it.
all the time.
I'm like, bye.
I do kind of like doing
Have
it.
fun.
Is that like you like that? So the solitude is that kind of like your,
Oh,
your
yeah.
dream? Yeah.
It's real quiet out there. Well, until I hook up the PA, but
Well, yeah.
it's
but
nice.
then you can hook it up out there because you got no one
Yeah.
around to make. Yeah.
And the
Yeah, we have
neighbors
some-
actually love like when we play music, when
Oh,
we do
yeah.
practices
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
The neighbors are listening, and we'll hear them like clapping and cheering afterwards.
Is that where you guys practice? A studio in your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's not even set up as nice as this is. It's like more compact, but we just kind of set it up when we practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, I don't really have like enough gear to have studio dedicated and gig dedicated. It's like
Right.
half of the gigging gear gets used in there as well.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
keeps the drum kit up though, so he can play
yeah.
constantly because he is obsessed with drumming.
And I just got a 7-piece mic kit for it yesterday.
He's
Actually,
gotten
also
really-
made by Phoenix Pro.
Really good.
It's really
at it.
cheap, and it lacks a little bit of the warmth that usual mics have, but it's nice,
Yeah.
and it'll work for recording. Nothing you can't fix in the EQ in the mix later.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the fact you guys kind of switch around a little bit too. Like you'll go back on the kid.
Oh,
during
yeah.
the show. That's super
Yeah.
fun.
I don't know if he likes that, but I like it.
No, that's cool, man. Like, but the thing I don't like is like I get cramps. I don't really play guitar
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
often. So after playing like those songs, like my hands cramping. I'm like,
See, now you know we really have it hard up there. You guys have it pretty easy.
absolutely.
Swinging,
Yeah, we're
hitting
just
shit.
hitting stuff, you know.
You don't worry about what key we're in or any of that stuff. Just bang away. It's all good.
Must be nice, huh?
Count to 4. We're
Like, but breakdown is where makes it
yeah.
up.
that's the hard
Yeah.
part. Yeah, for sure.
The loading and unloading of the drums is the worst, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Too many pieces.
You need to see. We have a roadie now.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Lou's wife.
we dream of that. We dream of
Lou's wife. Emily's wife, Lou.
Joseph's girlfriend, Sabrina, she's practically
There you
a
go.
roadie.
There you go. And she does it voluntarily, and she is she's in the military, and she deals with logistics and like organizing.
Her
shit.
title is Loadmaster.
Yeah.
I mean, how could it possibly be better than Loadmaster?
And when we finish a gig, she's like right on she knows where everything goes, and you're probably like me. The cables need to be wrapped a certain way. Everything
Oh yeah,
needs to go in-
Brandy tried to wrap them, and Tristan wasn't having it because she wasn't doing it like he liked it.
I had to teach everybody in this band at some point.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
How to wrap the
very
cable
anal
my-
about
my way.
everything.
I hear you.
We've
I
been to
hear you.
cable school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cable school, and where everything goes in the truck, it's got to be in the right place. Because then I know where everything
Tetris.
is. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's like perfectly, and that's how I know nothing got left behind because
Yeah.
everything like fits a certain way. And
And God help you if you put a cable away and it's not secured with a felt thing.
Yeah.
Makes me very
Then you go to
unhappy.
pull out one, and it's attached to
I
the
don't.
other.
You know what? I don't know what would happen because it never happens because it doesn't happen.
I
Well,
found
that's
one
good.
yesterday, and I was very unhappy about it.
Mhm.
Oh no! How dare they?
Someone will pay.
That and the
Someone will
mic,
pay.
that and when you put the mic stands away, and then not everything is enclosed,
Oh yeah,
and then you pick one up, and it just takes the skin right off your
Yeah.
finger because someone. And I'm like, God damn.
that's never fun.
Mic stands.
Tristan's actually left his whole guitar at Montreux before. Like he was like, I don't know where my guitar is, and they were like,
No, that was
It's at
Cedar
Montreux.
Creek.
No, it was at Montreux.
Was it?
Yeah, because we called them and everything. We're like, do you have the guitar?
Oh, I don't
You're
remember.
lucky you got it back, man.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Real.
know where the heck
I
it was.
know. Wow.
True.
Where are y'all originally from?
I'm from Charleston.
Oh, so you're local.
I was born at MUSC.
You don't sound local.
I know everybody tells me that.
Yeah.
My mom sounds very country.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I get it from her.
That 25% Filipino in you.
Yeah, I do have 25% Filipino, but nobody
Gotcha.
knows because I'm so pale. They're like, no, you're not.
Oh
I'm
man,
like, I swear to God.
my sister-in-law is Filipino,
Yeah.
and man, she's from the Pampanga,
Okay.
and they are like all about the.
Yes, that's where
Joseph
I'm
is
from.
Filipino
Okay,
too.
so she's Pampanga. She said, if you're ever, I told her, I said, if I'm ever stranded and I end up in the Philippines, the only word that I'm gonna need is Pampanga. Take me to your sweet rice, right?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, chicken adobo.
Lumpia.
Bring
Yes.
on the pancit.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all making me hungry.
There you
Me,
go.
I am
Hey, we're
hungry.
actually going to Mai Tai after
Yeah, we were
this.
literally
Oh,
talking about
dude,
going and getting
perfect.
Filipino food later.
Nice.
Okay, so well, yeah, I did that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, where are y'all? Where are y'all from?
Knightsville, Somerville.
Okay.
I was born at the hospital he works at. I mean, he wasn't there yet.
Yeah, I hope
think.
not.
At Somerville Medical.
I was in college
Oh yeah.
Where were you born, Ryan?
from Hilton Head, South Carolina.
Okay.
Ah.
So all
Joseph,
locals.
where were you
Joseph?
born?
So yeah, I was born in Pampanga, Angeles City in the Philippines. I came here when I was
That's so
10 years
weird.
old.
Yeah.
That you said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like small world.
So when you came here, you came to this area?
So my stepdad was in the Air Force. So I
Like
lived
Clark.
in yeah.
At Clark, yeah.
So like he was in Guam, and then we moved to Alaska, then Alaska to Virginia, and then he retired. Then he moved down here for a government contracting, which he's still doing at the base.
Cool. Yeah, Pampanga rocks, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of
Good
the few
food.
places I haven't been to, actually. You got to add that to the list. So you're all local. That's pretty rare these days. Everyone we seem
That's
to talk to
true.
comes from everywhere else but here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you all found each other. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you guys started out, was you obviously you were doing pretty much all covers, right? When you first got together.
Oh yeah.
Had you started
I had,
writing
like,
yet, or
original? But,
Yeah.
No, I think it took us a month or two until we started writing.
yeah?
Yeah.
And was that sort of always the goal, or was it just sort of like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
this is the next step? We should.
Yeah,
do
we
some
wanted
writing.
to be an original band for sure, but
Yeah.
covers was all we had at the time. to
Getting you
get
in the
by.
door.
Yeah.
I've been in several cover bands.
Yeah.
So my first one was back in 2011. We were called the Copycats.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was in another band called Bill Murray. We named ourselves Bill Murray. Of course, that was like a good gimmick because they were like, Bill Murray's going to be at Casey Mulligan's,
Yeah.
and they call and they're like, that's just a band. But that was fun. It didn't last long. And then Old Soul, we were going to do covers mostly for the money, but we wanted
Yeah.
to do originals too and make an album and everything.
And
Get
so
our
when
recording
you
out.
first started and you're doing these covers, how'd you guys figure out like who? What? Tell me about the decision-making process in terms of what you guys want to do, what kind of music you want to do, what you want to cover. How's
I'm a
that?
90s alternative girl.
Yeah.
And Ryan's more on my level there too, but he likes punk
Pop
stuff.
punk, grunge.
This
Yeah.
one's the classic rock lover. Joseph, you're kind of where Ryan
Yeah,
is.
so like punk and then like reggae. Like I love reggae.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So
We're
how do you
happy at it.
decide when you put in songs together as a band, like you're gonna do this song?
We just think of like our favorite songs that we
Yeah.
know people love and they're gonna sing along to, and or if like we feel it, because mostly I base my stuff off of like emotion.
Yeah.
Because that's like why I sing. I sing just for the emotion and the feeling. But mostly also like what my voice would sound good doing, because
Right.
obviously I don't want to sound or sing something that I don't sound good doing.
Right.
'Cause that would make no sense.
And then in terms of the originals, so walk me through that process a little bit.
Well, so far I've only written originals and Ryan has written originals. But we kind of don't do it together. Like
Yeah.
I can't write I mean, we have one song.
Yeah, rad.
Yeah, there's one song that we play that Ryan and I kind of wrote together, or we wrote the rhythm section together, I think.
Yeah, you wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, but mostly rock and roll stuff. But we tend to go off of that. Like we have our only single out right now. A Reason is kind of like it has a '90s ish sound to it, but it's almost country. And we also have a lot of funk songs and blues songs and reggae style stuff. But I think we're mostly going for like guitar driven riffy rock and roll stuff.
Right. Right. And so-
Riffy rules,
Riffy.
man.
well, I was gonna say, so when you write, talk about like where the inception is. Does it tend to be from a riff that you build something? Is it melodic? Do you go from lyrics first? Like, walk me through
I
that
usually
process
look
a
for
little
a riff first. I
Yeah.
usually play around, find a good riff, and then try to find a chord progression that fits to go with the riff.
bit. Build around it.
And then I just sit there and think until lyrics come to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I'm not looking at a book that has rhyming words or anything, which I've thought about doing that recently because I've been struggling with writing, but it's usually just whatever feels like the mood of the song.
Yeah.
That's what comes out.
And I'm his muse for several of the songs.
Yes, I've seen that in some of the songs. Yeah.
All the
You
love.
can tell they're always looking at you on stage.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Except when Tristan's looking at you
I
instead
was
of
gonna
me.
say sometimes I see him looking over at you, and then I'm wondering when he's writing
I'm
that
like,
song.
I'm in the middle of this pancake.
We're
That
singing the song "Long for You." I'm like, "Oh, long for you." I'm looking like right over Tony's head, and Ryan's right there.
it's like, how dare you?
And what about you, Ryan? When you're writing, is there like a certain direction that you start with, or
I like to start with some guitar.
Yeah,
Kind of lay down some rhythm.
yeah,
Then build upon that. Put some bass in there. Lead guitar.
yeah,
Then I start writing lyrics.
yeah,
Ryan writes the angry songs,
yeah?
Yeah.
which are awesome because
It's
we
that-
have
it's
to
that-
let
it's
out the
that punk
aggression.
background, yeah.
Exactly.
they are.
Yeah. That's how I do it, though. It's the lyrics are always last, and I'll just. It's kind of like the way if I ever did like masonry, like everything's going. You got this little spot, so well that'll work, and mud it in, and yeah, that's good enough. That's how I songwrite, basically. Which this is why we don't do any of my songs.
Yeah, I think it's different for everybody. It's like what sort of do you do any writing, Tony?
I want to write songs. I write a lot of poetry,
Yeah,
but I have trouble putting like melody to my words.
gotcha.
But I'm trying to like get better at guitar, so then I can kind of come up with the music. He can help me, but I kind of like to be by myself when I am
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of painting.
Oh, do you?
I love to paint.
What do you work?
I haven't done it in a little while, but I do mostly like nature, like trees, water,
Yeah.
just like any kind of pretty, or like
The moon exists in
Aurora-
every painting you do.
the aurora borealis.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moon's in every picture pretty much. But I love to paint. That like lets me release.
And did you always do that? Like as a kid, were you very artistic?
No, actually, I like my dad used to draw. He would draw posters, like Iron Maiden posters, and
Oh, really?
like he's amazing. So I knew I had a little bit of like that creativity, but I can't draw. I can only paint for some reason. It makes no sense. Like I can't even sketch out the painting. I just think of it and then just start doing it.
That's really interesting.
Yeah,
And what do you tend to work in? Like watercolor, acrylics? oil?
acrylics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Amazing. And when did you start doing music? At what age?
I was 6 when I started singing.
Yeah.
Because my grandma, she loved country. And every time we were in the car, she had the country radio on, and they play like Brooks and Dunn, Garth Brooks, like stuff like that. And I was obsessed. And I started singing, and she heard me, and she was like, "You can sing." And then every person that came to her house, because she had a lot of friends,
Yeah.
they all, whenever they would come over, she'd be like, "You have to hear her sing." Like I was like 6.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I just like sang for every single person that ever came along. And then in school, I would sing for people. And then to every talent show, I would participate since from like 6th grade all the way to graduation.
Yeah.
And then I was in the Miss Somerville High School pageant just so I could do the talent portion and sing. And I hated that. But I loved singing. So it was worth it. But yeah, I've been singing since I was 6 and love this band is where I belong.
Yeah.
It's like finally I found like where I'm supposed to be.
So when you finished school and sort of got out into the real world, was your idea that you want to make a living singing, or I just
Music.
want to sing?
It's
and,
all I've ever wanted.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
your goal was always to do not just to do this for fun, but to do this to make a living.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. And so coming out of school, tell me about that.
I did
path.
not go to college.
Yeah.
I went for a day and I decided, nope, never
for
gonna
me.
happen. Never gonna happen. But and also they don't really have a lot of good music programs. So I was like,
Yeah.
it's too much money anyways. But just naturally, I just drifted wherever music took me.
Yeah.
I used to sing with a lot of the bands around town, like any cover band that played at Montreux. If I was there and they knew me,
Yep.
they're like, come up and sing. So it was just fun to get out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I tried to do.
Interesting. And what about you, Tristan? When did you start playing?
My dad owned a guitar shop when I was a little kid, and whenever it closed, he just got all of the stuff that was in there to take home. So I grew up surrounded by all kind of random instruments like dulcimers and cellos and guitars and stuff. And so I was always messing around on stuff, and then one day I just decided guitar is my thing. I'm going to do that. And singing, it took me a while to want to do that. And I didn't even learn how to play lead guitar until I was like 16 or 17. I really got into that. It was mostly just chords before then. But it was listening to all the Sun Records guys, actually, like Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Elvis Presley, of course, the classics. And then every like 3 or 4 years, I moved up a decade in the music I liked.
Yeah.
So then I got into the 60s, then I got into the 70s, then the 80s, and more recently I'm into the 90s, 2000s. And there's a lot of like new rock bands coming
That's
out.
because of me and Ryan.
Yeah, that's
You're welcome.
true. That is true. But there's a lot of new rock bands coming out that are good too, that are just as inspiring as some of the ones I grew up on, like Ace
Rival
Monroe,
Sons.
Rival Sons, the band
Red Clay
Feel,
Strays.
Yeah.
Retrograde. There's a lot of Red Clay Strays. They're incredible.
Yeah. There seems to be a new resurgence in guitar bands again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like the last 5 or 10 years, kind of coming
And
back a little
Windjammer's actually picking up on it well because they're booking all of those like really good classic sounding rock
Yeah.
bands right
Let's
now.
bring back the guitar solos.
bit.
I miss those 80s hair band guitar solos. It's my favorite.
That's what 75% of every song we perform is.
I love it.
So when you were learning growing up, was it just self-taught or like?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mel Bay's instruction books for chord diagrams, and
Yeah.
I don't really read music well. I mean, I can of course read like if it says the lines and it has a G, C, D like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can read it like that. That's
Yeah.
easy, but I'm not good with reading sheet music.
Yeah.
I learned it when I was like in chamber choir in high school, but I do not remember it at all.
Right. So it's just more organic, like you just,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You learn the
For
chords,
sure.
learn the neck,
I
experiment.
don't even know my scales really that well. I just know what I know how to do.
what feels good and what sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Based on your ear. That's really ultimately all it is. It's
all
like,
I figured out.
yeah, you play through your ear versus anything else. Yeah. And then coming out of school, was it the same? Was your thought that this is what I want to do for a living, or?
Yes, but I really didn't know. I didn't
Yeah.
know if I was going to figure it out. I was like, am I imagining something too big that's not going to be possible? And it ended up being a lot easier than I thought. I mean, it has its moments where it's been difficult, but it's a lot easier than I thought. And it's probably one of the most fun careers I could have imagined jumping into.
What
Yeah.
about you? Tell me your path.
Well, I really
the
started
bass.
playing guitar when I was about 13 years old. I was listening to all the pop punk bands around the time, like Blink-182, Green Day, Good Charlotte. I wanted to be like those guys, so I started playing all the time. There's some emotional stuff going on with my parents at the time too, going through divorce and whatnot. So a little extra energy to
Closer.
motivate me to
Closer.
play. Anyways, I played throughout my teens up till high school. I had a guitar teacher that came over and working through the scales and all that stuff, showed me how the basics go.
Yeah.
But then I kind of fell out of it when I was in college because I was going for medical school. So I was kind of put all my effort into that. Then I finally ended up going through nuclear medicine, CT, so doing radiology things. And I finally got to a point.
If for the tattoo on your arm.
Yep, it's not biohazard, guys. It's radiation. You don't know how many times people are like, "Is that biohazard?" I'm like, "No, it's radiation."
It's like, check out my tattoo, and everybody takes like 3 steps
Yeah,
back.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm glowing. But yeah, so after I got done with that and moved down here to Somerville with my first full-time job, got back into music. Joshua Jarman hosted the Coastal Coffee Roasters at the time, open mic, and got in there and started playing again. Formed a couple bands. I think I picked up the bass to play with Cat Strickland at the time.
Yeah.
And that I'm like, I really like bass. And it just kind of came natural to me.
Yeah.
Then I ended up getting colon cancer. I was 27 years old.
Wow.
And after that whole process, I'm like, I've got to live my life to the fullest.
Yeah.
I really want to do music. It's always been a goal of mine to be on a big stage in front of a lot of people playing music that everybody likes. So
So
pushed
how
me
long did
harder
you go
to-
through that? Tell me about that.
it was a process.
Yeah.
I was at work one day, and I there's signs that it was something wrong with me.
Yeah.
But I ended up going to the ER. Luckily, I work right there in the ER. And I was in surgery 2 hours later.
Really?
Freaking tumor about the size of a baseball.
Wow.
Took it out. No lymph node involvement, so everything looked good.
Yeah.
Still did the chemo,
Yeah.
which sucked.
How long?
About 6 months of chemo.
Man.
Got through all that. I plowed through it. I worked through the whole thing.
Really?
Worked
Yeah.
out, played music. Then here I am 8 years later.
Gives you
He's a
different
strong
perspective,
man.
right? Yeah.
Strong.
Well, you're right. It changes your perspective on things.
Sure does.
Yeah.
Like, I got one life to live, and I'm going to live it to my fullest.
Yeah. I mean, any history in your family, or just
I think my uncle had it,
Yeah.
but he's in his 40s.
20? That's pretty rare to get it that young.
It's happening more and more, honestly.
Well, there's a lot. I mean, we can go down that road for hours. If you
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about terms of chronic illness and the things that we're seeing, it's a little disturbing, you know.
Oh yeah, and I do CT, so I'm catching it in some people for the first time, and I'm
Yeah,
like, you came in here for this, but now you got this.
yeah.
I've seen people in their young 20s with crazy tumors.
What do you think? What do you think is attributing to that?
Not to be conspiracy theorists, but
Oh, it doesn't have to be
We are.
the
open
environment.
conversation. I think every conversation is a good conversation.
It's
food.
Pop Tarts, isn't it?
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably food related, medications possibly.
Yeah.
All those environmental things.
Yeah, food's a big one for me. And we
Yeah.
can talk about food for hours
Yeah.
in terms of processed food and the stuff going into food and
Definitely.
metabolic effects of the food that we eat, insulin resistance, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually diabetic.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
diabetic type 2.
Yeah.
And I was diagnosed in like 2014,
Yeah.
2015. So it's been about 10 years had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not fun.
How are you managing it?
I'm not great at that,
Yeah.
but I do take medicine every week, weekly injection pen, Trulicity.
Ooh.
That wasn't fun to start doing because
Yeah.
it's never fun to give yourself shots.
Yeah.
But now I'm used to it, so it's kind of normal.
Yeah, I think
But I'm a sugar lover, so that's
well,
a
that's
problem.
the tough part, right? And it's in
That's the
everything.
problem.
It's literally
in
in everything.
And then carbs turn into sugar.
well, yeah.
So,
yeah.
like, what do you want me to eat? Like
yeah.
greens, lettuce? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
That's-
we lived in a processed world, right? And what you've got now is you've got the two largest food companies that we have, Kraft and Nabisco, have been purchased by tobacco companies.
Oh yeah.
So the same engineering that was used to essentially get you addicted to nicotine,
Oh
they
yeah.
use those same protocols, processes, whatever you want to call it,
That's
in,
for
in,
sure.
in our food supply. And I mean, there's a lot of again, not to go down to conspiracy. These are all well documented studies.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of things that have been coming out in the last 10 years about how purposely this food has been made to be addictive. And it starts when you're a baby. It starts on people on formula. It starts coming out of the uterus. I mean, I don't mean to get graphic, but just even the influx, for lack of a better word, of C-sections, right? It's much more convenient, safer, supposedly, but just the fact that the baby doesn't come through the vaginal canal changes the biome in that baby.
Yeah.
And so it makes them less or more resistant to some things and less resistant to other in a bad way.
Oh yeah.
And then we start them on a food supply that's bad. Even if they're taking the mother's milk, if the mother's eating a lot of processed foods, we're getting that started very, very early. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's interesting. A really good book I would recommend reading is a book called Good Energy. It's
Okay.
a fantastic book, and it talks about essentially foods that are metabolically healthy and will really keep you in a good path versus some of the stuff that's being put in our food supply now. So, but I
Yes,
digress.
we
We're going
need
down a whole
that.
different-
Well, you mentioned the addiction. I've read before that we're addicted to cheese.
Yeah,
I love
Seriously,
cheese.
and I personally I believe it.
I
you
believe
know.
that.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Alan, and I love cheese.
Well, it's hard to find anything. I mean, you read any label nowadays, it's hard to find anything that is hasn't got something, and especially sugar. To your
Exactly.
point, everything has sugar in it.
Yeah.
Try to find anything without sugar. It's very,
It's
very
so
difficult.
true.
But yeah, there you go.
Actually,
Yeah.
zero sugar.
Yeah.
But sucrose
That
probably.
means it's got the
Aspartame.
fake crap in it.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
even
Yeah.
worse.
Same thing. Same
Yep.
thing. Interesting. So you've come out. That was how long ago? 7 years ago.
It was 2017.
Yeah. So 8 years ago.
About 8 years now.
And is there anything you need to do moving forward? Like, do you get more regular? Do you
I've been cleared. So
Yeah.
colonoscopies every 5 years. Yeah.
yeah. So much fun,
I
huh?
go blood work once a year.
Yeah.
Obviously, listen to my body. If something's wrong. I
Yeah,
have to go and get
yeah.
checked out.
Awesome.
I'm scared to get a what is it?
Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy. Yeah. I'm so scared to
Wow,
do that. I'm
what's-
like,
what's
Well, they
colonic.
give you a roofie, and they don't even buy you dinner.
I know.
Exactly.
Like, what's the what's the benefit?
What scares you about it?
the whole thing?
Yeah, all of it.
Just the thought. I don't know. Like a camera going in and all. I don't know. That's weird. Are y'all scared?
You literally go in and you wake up. It seems like it's been a minute.
Yeah.
They
half a
put you to
second.
sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that changes things. I thought
Which
you have to
kind
be
of bums
awake.
me out because I'm one of those guys that like I would want to be like I want to see what's going on. Like I'd want
Yeah.
to be watching the screen. Like if I were having surgery, I'd want to watch the surgery.
Yeah.
I'm
I
weird
really
that
need
way.
LASIK surgery because my vision is terrible. It's -7 in both eyes.
Yeah.
And I got astigmatisms in both eyes. And I want LASIK so bad. But the thought of like being awake and them doing the laser thing while you're like, I don't know. I don't think I could do that.
You know,
Sounds
it's
so
funny.
scary.
There's a place in Mount Pleasant where actually, as they're doing the surgery, you can be watching them.
Yeah.
It's a glass thing, and so I was married to my ex-wife at the time, and I'm watching this, and the music's going. And remember the old Paul somebody song, "I go crazy when I look into your eyes," and
Yes.
I looked over at the receptionist and I said, "Please tell me he can't hear that."
What if the whole playlist was just like an eye playlist? Like the
Yeah,
next
it's
song was
just
"Lion
about
Eyes" by the
eyes.
Eagles.
Oh
and
yes.
then-
All of that. See, I would do that. That would be funny to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little freaked out by the LASIK too, because I'm afraid if they fucked up, what would happen?
Exactly.
You know,
You're blind.
and I don't mind wearing glasses. I got like 5,000 pairs of glasses, and I don't mind it. And the only time I don't like it is if I'm doing something super sporty.
Oh,
then
yeah.
it's kind of a pain. But the thought of you hear so many I shouldn't say so many, but it
Yeah.
just takes that one horror story to just fuck up your eyes. and you're like,
Exactly.
I don't know about that.
I don't know if I want to risk it.
I know.
Wear
And
contacts
I've
the
had a
rest of
lot
my
of
life.
friends that have had it too, and they say, "Oh, my vision's great, but I can't see close up now. Like you can only fix like one thing."
Ah,
And I guess what they do a lot now is they make one for long distance and one for close up, and they say you adjust.
Hmm.
And I don't know because I tried that with contacts when I used to wear contacts a lot more.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if they could correct your insight and your foresight?
Oh, never.
Wouldn't that be something?
I wish.
Yeah.
Hindsight, that sounds nice.
I want to
Yeah.
strengthen my intuition, please.
Exactly. Yeah, and they said, "Well, we'll give you one of each, and you'll adjust. Don't worry about it." And after like 3 days, I was sick to my stomach all the time. Like it was just weird. Like,
That would be
I
weird.
couldn't do it. I never adjusted. But
Yeah, I have glasses, but they're like bottle cap because I'm so blind,
blind.
that it makes me like dizzy to wear them. Like I feel like I'm in a tunnel. Like everything's like around.
So you wearing contacts now? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you okay with wearing contacts all day?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't see anything past right here
Okay.
when I take them out.
Yeah.
It's just blur.
And what about with your contacts? Can you see close up or like is it
When
sort
I
of
have
like,
them out, yeah, I can see really good up close or far away.
even with
them
your
in.
contacts in?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Because see, if I wear contacts, I have a certain point where it like is hard.
Oh, really?
Because I have excellent close up vision.
Yeah.
Like without my glasses, I can see anything close. I read no problem. But
Yeah.
with contacts, I can't like. I have to like really focus hard. It hurts my.
Yeah. It's hard to adjust in the morning when you put them in, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I'm looking at my phone without them in, it's like right here in my face. And then when I put the contacts in, I have to like adjust it
Gotcha.
for sure.
Eye troubles. Sucks.
Yes, I know. Why am I blind and diabetic? Like this is not fair.
But
At least
you
I can
sing
sing.
so
At
nice.
least,
Exactly.
that's what God gave me instead.
That's
They're
right.
like, you
There
know
you
what?
go.
You're gonna have trouble in life, so I'm gonna give you something.
I'll give you a voice.
Yeah, I'll give you a voice. You go sing, girl.
All he gave me was a sense of humor. So yeah.
That's good
Well,
too.
that's your
You need
opinion,
that.
but- All right, Joseph, tell us about your music journey.
So mine's a little different. So growing up in the Philippines, the way I got into drums was they would be like street performers. You know, they would go through your neighborhood like banging the drums as loud as you can. It was like the best feeling. As a kid, I would follow these guys around like wherever they're going. And with the band, I saw my first concert when I was like 12 years old. And I really fell in love with the sound of live drums, like in a concert, like where you can feel, like I love the feeling, the
Feel the
power,
air,
you know, it makes me feel alive, you know. So I got my first drum set when I was, I think, a freshman in high school. And once I got it, that's all I did. Like I never went back outside. I'd be in my room after school just playing to songs that I've heard over and over. And that's how I'm pretty much self-taught. Like I don't know notes or like
Yeah.
quarter notes. I mean, I know a little bit, but like terminology or like music's theory wise, I don't know anything. Like everything is by ear.
Yeah.
So just by repetitive playing over the years, and that's how I did my thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So same thing when you sort of went through school and you're coming out of school, was it something you thought I want to keep doing this as a hobby, or I really want to do
Yeah,
this?
no, absolutely. So we used to have like the talent shows, right? So like it was like battle of the bands, it's like the cool thing like among the musicians. Oh, you guys doing the battle of the bands? Oh yeah, we're gonna have our own band. We're gonna play. So that was cool doing that. And then when I graduated from high school, I joined the Air Force. Right out of high school, I did about 6 years. I was stationed up in New Jersey. But so in basic training, I actually had like a medical incident. Like I had a collapsed lung on my left side. So I was like in medical. Like they kept me there for like a couple months till I got better, or if I'm separating.
Yeah.
So I basically like was in a really low place. Like I was very depressed. And what got me out of it was so I'm originally Catholic. So I used to go to Catholic school. So basically I started going to this church where they had live music, which was like contemporary Protestant church. So I kind of found faith in that way as well, playing. So I saw there's music there, so like that's what spoke to me and like kind of like brought me closer. I don't want to speak like religious stuff. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, you speak of anything you want, man.
We
So,
love
but
Jesus.
yeah. So like that's what like spoke to me. Like
Yeah.
that's what resonated. Like hearing the live music, through worship. I don't know you can even do that because like growing up traditionally in the Philippines, like it's traditional. Everything's quiet. Hey, stand up.
Yeah,
or hymns or whatever. But I didn't know like live band and church like came together until then. And that's when I kind of fell in love. And I started volunteering at the local church I was stationed at. And I started playing drums for them for a couple years. And that's how I got into the whole band, oh man, this is cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then I moved down here. I was in a Filipino American band for like a year or two. But it was just something, it wasn't working out. I mean, I had a good time with them. It just my goals and what I wanted to do with my music career, like it wasn't lining up. So that's when I actually found these guys, like perfect time. Like I was on my way home from work and they were playing at the Hutchinson Square.
Yeah.
And it was rainy that day, so nobody was there. So I was like, oh, and they sounded really, really good. So I was like, oh, give me an idea. Like they had a drummer, so I didn't want to be like, oh, like, but like I randomly like kind of manifested it in a way. Like,
Yeah.
let me cover this song the song called Nicotine that I really love.
Yeah.
Very powerful song. Very drums. It's awesome. So I did a cover of it, and I sent it to Tristan, and he was like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome." So like eventually they were like, "Hey, you wanna play with us?" Like, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that was
came to
perfect
be.
timing, actually. Perfect timing, because
So one
Our
of you
other drummer
mentioned
just left.
church, like playing in church. Is that you?
Yes.
Where do you play?
So I don't play anymore. So I kind of took a. So when I was playing for like 3 years in Goose Creek called WTL Church. It's a smaller church, very family oriented. Like it's close knit. So I was playing there for 3 years, and it just I just kind of got tired.
Yeah.
Because I started.
Easy to get burnt out in that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, like doing the gigs, then we started gigging because I work full time, so Monday through Thursday. I can't really talk about it, but
confidential.
confidential.
You sell drugs. Yeah.
No.
You either work for the
No.
CIA
No.
or you sell
He has
smack, one or the
benefits.
other.
No. So I used to do church every Sunday, and we practice on Saturdays. But then I started doing the live gigs with Old Soul, and then it just kind of like I don't want to take it away from I want to eventually get back into it.
There's
just kind
a
of
season for
Yeah.
everything.
I just
know?
kind of got burnt out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
doing the gig Saturday night and then waking up like 7 a.m. It's like, man, I don't
Yeah.
get home till like 2, 3 a.m.
And that doesn't
sometimes.
get any easier into your 60s.
Yes. So like it just kind of like got burnt out a little bit.
Yeah, I
so
get
kinda
that.
Step back.
I get that.
Well, and what's interesting, so if we go down the line, and you said it, you all have the same thread, and you said it at the end, and it's what we talked about in the beginning. You said, I kind of manifested what I wanted to do with this band. And all of you have that same thing in your stories, is that, we go back to what I said in the beginning, make life happen versus let life happen to you. And I think that's a common thread among all of you individually, not just as a band. So it's kind of, when I see this sort of picture developing, I can see why you guys work so well together because you're all in that same mindset of going. Like I said, you kick the door down, you don't wait for the door to open. Yeah. And so, what door are you kicking down next? I mean, where do you want to go with this? Tell us a little bit more about the next steps and the paths and the dreams and all that good stuff.
We want to play Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Why
Festivals and
why the hell
touring.
not, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and festivals with like really big artists that we love, like Red Clay Strays.
Yeah.
Like they're playing here at I think it's the River. What is it? River Festival. River
don't know.
something.
Revival
Yes.
with
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hootie and
yeah.
the Blowfish.
Yes,
Yep.
they're playing this year,
And
we're-
Daniel.
Yeah, and Daniel
Donato.
Donato. We actually played right after him at the Windjammer.
Right.
And
Yeah, I was there
he,
that night,
he
yeah.
got his guitar signed
Yep.
by Daniel
Brought that
too.
guitar too. Actually, I haven't played it since. I was like, I'm
Oh,
not
is that
gonna
right?
touch that
That's so
guitar.
funny.
He loves it.
I gotta get like some sort of coating to put
Yeah,
it on
yeah,
so it doesn't
clear
get
coat.
messed up because it's right where my arm sits and sweats.
Yeah.
And I know
And I
it'll go
also
away.
want to play the music farm.
Yeah.
That's like a big goal. Like the entire time I've been living here, I've been to so many shows there, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to be on that stage.
Yeah.
Like just once.
Do it. Just do it.
I'm
So,
ready.
so with that, like, what steps are you taking to get down that road? You're writing more. You're putting together more stuff. You're making.
We're in the recording process now.
Yeah.
Tell them
as
about
of
that.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, then we are in the recording process. I just got I'm still accumulating a lot of stuff that I need, but I have everything I think I need to start recording right now at our house.
So you're doing it yourself.
Oh yeah, so we're
Producing
gonna
it all
record
and-
ourselves,
Yep.
but we're gonna take it to our good friend Chris Vieira.
Yeah, Chris
to
is
get a
awesome.
mix.
Yeah.
We know Chris, right?
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
Chris.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
awesome.
he is good.
Yeah.
He helps us a lot.
Where does he? The Tiki? Is that?
Well, he used to do Tiki. He books for Mustache. He books for a bunch of places. He booked for New Realm
New
for a
Realm.
while, but he's a really good producer.
Y'all seen
really
his
good-
studio?
Musician,
Yeah, I've been to
bass
Costello
player.
before. Yep, Costello Studios. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah,
Super nice guy.
Yeah, super
And,
nice guy.
yeah, Chris V.
You can look
I'm
that
gonna send
way.
this right to him. Oh yeah, Chris V.
We love you.
You'll use the angle over there, and then I just look like I'm talking.
Exactly.
To the
No,
wall.
I'll definitely use that angle. It's a crazy guy talking to Stevie Ray Vaughan on the wall. Yeah, Chris is a really good guy and has a really great ear.
Oh,
Has a
yeah.
good production ear. So you're going to start recording. You got a whole album's worth of stuff, or how are you going to do that?
It's probably gonna
singles
be a
or
2-part album,
Yeah.
16 songs total, and
Nice.
each song's at least 5 minutes, if not 6 to 7. Some
wow.
even like 8.
so you're going like old
uh,
school.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but 2-part album. We'll probably release 4, 5, 6 singles before all of it's out.
Yeah,
Like a couple off of each one.
yeah, that's a good way to do it. Please
And then I've seen a lot of bands do this recently. You release a single and then pull the single 2 weeks before the album drops, so nobody can hear it. And then all the people that heard it, they're like, I can't hear the song again until the album drops, and then they're waiting on it
Interesting,
and they see it when it
interesting.
comes out. Somehow it's working good.
Yeah,
Also, have you seen the thing about starting a meme page and just like 5 times a day, just put up a random meme on this Instagram page, and in 6 months, you'll easily have like 50,000 followers. Then delete everything, create it as your band page, and
Oh,
you've already
wow.
got 50,000. Bands
Wouldn't
are
that be
doing
nice?
this.
really.
And
Oh,
also,
my
bands
goodness.
are paying people to come to their shows and fill, like, so they'll
Fill
do
the
Yeah.
seats.
5
Yeah.
venues
Yeah.
and fill the seats, and then it looks like they sold it out. So some record company's like, oh,
Big
we're
one.
going to get them to open for this big band on tour.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of that stuff going on.
Crazy.
It's really, really.
And we
cool.
also do want to get signed. That is
Yeah.
definitely one of the things we
With
are.
control of
Yeah, with our
us
control.
being able to control who we
Artistic
still
control.
are. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
So
I
you're-
like the independent thing as well. Like, I'd like to do that as long as we can until it gets to the point where it's so big that it's like, I don't even know what to do anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So do you think it's more from signing? You think it's more beneficial from production, distribution, or touring? Like which?
A little bit of
Yeah.
everything, but definitely
Mostly
touring.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, getting studio time. I mean, they might be able to put us in a studio with some of the best engineers
Right.
in the United States, and you never know who they know, where they'll
Right.
place you.
The connections.
Everything's about connections, ultimately. yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do.
I mean,
It's
you could
about
just
who
walk
you
into the
know.
studio they bring you to, and they're just casually like, "Oh yeah, he's the one who mixed all the albums for the Who," and you're like,
Yeah,
"What?"
exactly, exactly. That's fun stuff. That's fun stuff. All right, so you guys want to play some music?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's hear some of this music you're talking about. We can do some originals today. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we
Definitely.
don't really know what we're doing, but we'll do it.
Fun. I love that.
Oh, you're in the right
Throw
place.
it
Yeah.
together.
We never know. We never know what we're doing. I've made a life not knowing what I'm doing. And it's worked out okay. So,
Fake it till you make it.
oh my God, if I could tell you how many times.
For real.
I literally. So the beauty is, I mean, you guys are younger than I am. I'm going to turn, believe it or not, I'm turning 60 this year, and so with the internet and everything out there, you can fucking learn anything now, and you literally anything you want to do, you can do it. And if I told you how many times in my life I walked into something with no fucking clue of how I was going to get it done, just figure it out.
Yeah.
And there's something to be
start.
said for that. Fake it till you make it. As long as you're willing to go forward and put it out there and work your ass off, it's amazing what you can accomplish.
Yeah.
And that's why, again, I said in the beginning, why I really was attracted to you guys right from the get-go. Obviously, you're talented. Not from the talent aside, you had that drive. You had that ambition to go and take what you want and just grab it by the throat, and that's really commendable.
Thank you.
If you had to if you're talking to, I'm going to give you two questions for you.
All right.
If you're talking to yourselves 10 years ago, any other musicians 10 years from where you are now, what would you tell them?
Learn production equipment.
Yeah.
I would know so much more now. I also wish that I would have gotten vocal lessons and guitar lessons from somebody else just to add on to what I taught myself. I feel like I'm lacking in some areas sometimes. And to others, they'll be like, oh, no, man, you're great. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah. What about you guys?
I'd say follow your heart.
Yeah.
Just do whatever your heart's telling you to do, because that's what you got to do in life.
Boys?
Definitely keep going with it. Don't stop playing, because I stopped playing for a good 6 years because I got disheartened by it.
Yeah.
Felt like I was not going anywhere. So I just focused on other things. And that's 6 years of my life I could have made better on my music ability and possibly writing songs. So definitely don't quit. Keep it up.
Yeah.
For me, it's probably protect your ears. Like
Yeah.
as a drummer,
Yeah.
so like I'm starting to lose hearing on my right side because I wear like one in ear and then one is like raw sound. So I definitely tell myself like, yeah, protect your body.
Yeah.
Eat healthy. Exercise here and there.
As you guys were talking, I can hear my dad saying exactly what I would say. Turn that down. Just turn that down.
I think my ears are still ringing from last night.
Oh, my God.
Where'd you guys play last night?
It was a Kentucky Derby party.
Oh,
in
that's right. I
Somerville.
saw that. Yeah.
It was crazy. It was nice. I mean, most of the time you get hired for a private event and you show up and they just have like a little grass area or something for you
Yeah.
to set up. But they went full out, rented a massive stage
I
and a
saw
whole
that. The
dance floor.
thing and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Everybody's
place
going
was
crazy.
beautiful. Like
Right.
there was like gardens and like walk through. Like it was gorgeous. Pool.
Fun.
Even brought a live horse out in the front yard.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Midnight City actually hooked us up with that gig.
Oh, yeah.
Joseph's been hanging out with them a lot recently, and he saved their show the other day. They had a snare bus, and he had to give them a snare drum.
Oh, is that right?
And so they've
Luckily, he
been-
had his snare in the car.
They've been
I didn't
hooking
do
us
that.
up lately ever since then.
Nice.
Actually, just came from there. They're playing at the Firefly as we speak.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm hanging out with them for a couple hours over there.
Cool.
Yeah, we love Midnight City.
Oh, they're awesome.
They were
Freaking
definitely one of the
amazing.
bands that we were looking at, like, we need to see what they're doing.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Now we're getting to a point where we're more focusing on the rock bands that are touring, like, because that's what we want to do.
Right.
Like, we kind of held back from looking at what cover bands are doing, and now we're like, we need to look at the original bands because that's where we want to go.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's only so much more we can learn with the cover stuff. I mean,
Right.
other than add more covers,
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to add stuff like a lot though, because we get really tired of playing the same.
Yeah, we're the
things
same
over and
thing.
over.
We're
Oh
the
my
same
gosh.
way. It's always
Yeah.
something new. Yeah.
If you don't add new stuff, it just gets real old.
I
You
get
start to
bored.
get very burnt
Yeah.
out.
I talked to a lot of bands like, yeah, we play the same 35, 40 songs every. Just fucking shoot me.
Yeah,
We used to.
It'll drive us
we
crazy.
played the same songs for like
We
3
did.
years. This past year, we've really like made it a thing. Like every week, we have a weekly practice. We kind of slack on it lately,
Yeah,
but
because we never practiced until like this last year.
Yeah, we literally just started practicing.
Yeah.
We're kind of
Yeah.
slack on that. We would literally just put songs together on stage.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
we're like, learn it separate, and now we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, there's
that's
something
fun.
too. So part of the learning the new stuff for me is the thing about live music for me. I say this a lot is that I like the danger of it. Right. Not that no one's gonna die up there.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Hopefully
but
not.
Yeah.
You can die different types of death on stage.
Exactly.
Windjammer, that
But-
giant
Final
speaker hanging
Destination.
right
Oh,
above
I
you.
got whacked by an umbrella yesterday doing a solo thing. One of those overhead umbrellas, the wind blew and it literally smacked.
Oh,
me.
no.
Yeah, hit
Where
my
was that?
headstock at Bell Station.
Oh man.
It just about knocked me right off the mic. I was laughing. It just smacked the headstock of my guitar. And man,
Remember
you know.
Tracy's 2 where Kristen was under this like mini bike chopper?
Oh, I know.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it used
We
to
know
be
the
Tracy's
chopper.
too. Yeah, the chopper. But there's something about the danger of doing live music, and if you're playing the same stuff all the time, it gets stale, and it sort of loses that when you're playing the new stuff. Or like you said, you come together and sort of we're going to try it for the first time here. There's something to me exciting about that because
Yeah.
anything can happen, and that's when magic happens when you're not quite sure where this is going to go.
Exactly.
And that to me is what live music is about. That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you see some of these bands that they just look. They don't have a choice. They've been playing for 40 years. They've been on the road. Everyone wants to hear the same songs, obviously.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go and you're like, I don't feel it. Like they sound great, everything's perfect, but I'm not.
You
I'm
gotta
not-
feel
Yeah,
it.
I'm not feeling. And it's probably because they've been playing the same fucking stuff for 40 years, and they're sick of it too.
Exactly.
yeah.
I know a lot of like artists out there, they like to change the melodies and everything as they go along. But then
Yeah.
the people in the crowd are going to be like, why? It's not the same, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll be disappointed. So it's like, it's hard either way.
Bob Dylan always said, "Well, that's how the song goes now."
Well, I was just about to say, I just
Yeah.
finished, I just
That's
finished
good.
Mike Campbell's book, and he's the guitar player for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and he's with the Dirty Knobs now, and he'll actually coming to town in August. I was reading his book, and they were talking about when they toured and backed Bob Dylan as a band, and that's exactly what he said.
Oh, is
It's
that right?
you had to pay so much attention because Bob would just change the key at that moment, and you had no idea, or he might change the complete structure of the song, or he might go to verse when he's supposed to go to chorus, and it was literally survival, and they loved it. It was so interesting and fun for them. And I've heard other band members like Stan Lynch has talked about it before, and the thing about it was they never knew what Bob was going to do on any given night, and so it's interesting you brought up Bob
Yeah.
Dylan in that respect.
I believe that. And the Counting Crows, like
Yeah.
any video I've ever seen of them, he sings everything completely different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how does he even do that? Like, that's actually talent right there. When
It's
you can,
kind of
Yeah,
fun.
thinking
the
of those
whole
different
melody.
ways to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, and even with covers, like we talk about it a lot. When we're doing a cover, unless it's a song I've heard a zillion times, it's kind of stuck in your brain, right? I like to listen to it maybe 2 or 3 times, and I never want to hear it again. And I get it. I kind of know the structure basically, and now I want to do it, and I want to let it organically do it the way I feel comfortable doing it.
Yes.
So that might mean the phrasing's a little different. We've recomposed even sometimes these songs a little bit differently. I mean,
Yeah, we
you know,
do
you
that.
sort
we
of- yeah.
definitely make them our own, but
Yeah.
also kind of stick to the.
Yeah, you sort of stay inside the guardrails. right?
exactly.
But
And
I
then-
drive you crazy because I
They-
literally I'll listen to a song a couple times and learn on my own.
Yeah,
And I kind of change it to how I feel like it should be.
yeah,
That's how I
exactly.
perform it.
But that's kind of fun, right? That makes it real. And then what's interesting is after you played it for a bunch of times, and then you hear it on the radio again or on Spotify, and you're like, oh,
It doesn't sound anything like
mine
that.
sounds better.
exactly.
That's what we always say is like, wow, we do it better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tristan's version of every song that he ever sings, I never like the original version after that.
Yeah.
Like I hear his version and then I hear the real one. I'm like, what is that?
Well, because it makes it
love
authentic,
Tristan's.
right? It's like when you're doing something the way you feel it,
Exactly.
now it's authentic to Tristan.
Yes.
It's no different than if, we took that guitar out and you played something, we play the same thing. And then you give it to Ryan and he plays it. Then you give it to me and I play it. Then you give it to Alan and we're all going to play the same exact chords, notes, whatever. It's all going to sound different.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
All going to sound
Everybody's
different.
strumming patterns, the way they pick or use
Finger
their fingers,
weight,
like,
I mean, you
everything.
hear Stevie Ray hit the first note, you know right away it's
Yeah.
SRV. That's no mistaking that sound,
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about it. So I love it when bands do that. When they just, I don't want to be. I play with a bunch of different guys, a bunch of different things, and these one group of guys that do some stuff with. If they literally, if it goes that far off a center, no, it doesn't go that way. I'm not interested in being a tribute band
Yeah.
cover. If I'm playing a cover, I want to play the cover how I feel like playing the cover. I don't want to copy anybody.
Exactly.
I'm just staying in the guardrails of that song, but then I want to just explore and see what. And we might crash into a wall really fast, but that's more exciting to me than just like.
Exactly.
It's like that old cell phone commercial where the guy comes home with Charo, and he says, "I know what I heard," so that you just play what you heard.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly, exactly.
We do that song "Melt with You" where there is no backing vocal, and
Yeah.
I put backing vocal all the way through the song. Didn't realize it until I heard it on the car radio, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh yeah, I play that song different every time.
Yeah.
I
It's so
literally
good.
make all the harmonies, like I make all those up.
Yeah.
Like all the songs that we do, me and him, if we do a song that he does mostly, but I do like the backup harmony,
Yep.
I never hear it on the track. I just hear it in my head
Yeah,
yeah."
yeah.
and it works.
It's a good way to do it. It makes it real that way.
Yeah. And harmony is one of my favorite things.
Oh yeah.
I love
So
it.
when
I have
when you
such a
hear
hard
it in your
time.
head, when you
It's
hear
hard.
a harmony in your head, is it like, so you're hearing it and you're singing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like you're singing along with the radio?
Sometimes I'll actually sing the harmony to the radio version. Like if I hear it, I'll hear it like a third above.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I'll do
that's
that
amazing.
harmony.
That's
And I
amazing.
used to could not harmonize. Like
Yeah.
I could not harmonize to save my life. And then something clicked when me and him got together.
Yeah.
And the more he sang and we sang together, it just like it clicked. And now I can pull it out of the air anytime.
Yeah, that's hard. My brain locks into melody.
Yeah.
So hard to break away from it.
The
now,
harmony
if I
is
learn
actually
the harmony,
more fun to me.
it's fine. Like if I can listen to it, learn the harmony, and then it's okay, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna give me the melody and say, okay, now do the fifth on here, I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck.
I can just hear it
Well,
somehow.
see, the
I try, and
advantage-
then eventually I find myself like, all I'm doing is mirroring you now, a full step up. Or I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, I lost.
It's hard to kind of stay in the right
Yeah.
area.
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
For me,
but there's an advantage to that, right? Because then what we do is we make our parts around what you go to naturally.
Yeah.
That way you're never off. Like you and Kristen,
Oh yeah.
you guys are never off. Where me and Emily might be off because we're kind of like looking at it relative. You guys have that note. You could be deaf, blind, and one arm tied behind your back, but you're going to hit that note because that's what's planted
Oh,
in there.
I definitely throw you guys at. I'm like, this is what I'm singing. The rest of you figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
But see, but then
Work around me.
But then
Exactly.
we've got that song that they sing that solid harmony on, Counting Stars, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's we can do that confidently because
Exactly.
we know that you guys are going to be there.
Yeah, because we do a lot of 3 and 4 part stuff, and
Yes.
I'm just like, here's
we
where
do
I am.
3-part sometimes.
Yeah. And I just go, this is where I'm going to be. The 3 of you figure out what you're going to do. And
Yeah.
I feel so bad. I'm like, fuck it. I can't. Yeah, you guys got to work. it out.
No, but it's like money in the bank because I know where you're going to be. I know where you're going to be.
It's fun too because I harmonize with Ryan too.
Yeah.
So it works. I can literally harmonize with anybody.
a really
like you
good
could have the
exercise.
craziest voice and I could still harmonize with
Oh,
you.
it's so
Do it right now.
Let's go.
Let's do it right.
Pick a song. Awesome. All right, you guys, let's break everything down, get the instruments out, and
All
play a little bit
right.
of music. Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
do
yes.
it.
Do it.
Cool.
I'm getting sweaty over
How
here.
many songs do we do?
14.
Okay, let's do it. Be here all night.
Exactly. We got a bunch of people coming over. I got tickets being
We got a
sold, yeah.
party going on.
That'll be $7.5 grand. No.
Exactly.
This was the first love song that he wrote. Exactly. It's all about Ryan. Wait, did you say the name of the song?
This one's called Long for You.
I feel violated, and I'm being taken for granted, and I've forgotten how to take care of my song. And I feel lost in this world without the touch of your hand. I feel time has quickly passed away, and I couldn't find you until now. Until now, I'm broken through. See my life through. I've been lost in space for so long. I wanna live a life with you. See all the things we could do. We'll never get bored, never feel bad. We can let go of the past we had. You have me. Now I can finally see that I long for you. Oh, I long for you. Didn't take long to feel love and comfort in you. No, I knew it had to be just what's meant for me, what's meant for me. What's meant for me. Now I'm broken through. See my life here. I've been lost in space for so long. I wanna live a life with you. See all the things we can do. We'll never get bored, never feel bad. We can let go of the past we had. 'Cause you have me. Now I can finally see that I long for you. Oh, for you. Now I'm broken through. See my life with you. I've been lost in space for so long. I wanna live a life with you. See all the things we can do. We'll never get bored and never feel bad. We can let go of the past we had. You have me. Now I can finally see
Thank you for watching Open Mic with Groove Kitty. We hope you enjoyed the episode. This podcast is for you, so please make sure you share, like, follow, and subscribe. When you do, it increases our exposure on every platform. This, in turn, helps to promote our guests. Remember, a rising tide lifts all boats. Thanks again. We'll see you all again soon.